what you do in your classroom to directly teach writing skills.
I do a lot of adjective work. I model writing aloud. I sit down and write my sentences aloud. Instead of just saying one morning, one sunny morning, one hot morning. And then I'm modeling to them that they have to go back and read their writing aloud to hear what they're writing, to see if there's something they missed.
So you will specifically identify, for example, adjectives, teaching what an adjective is, where its place is in the sentence structure, and so on. This actually sounds like a really good scaffolding activity, though, leading to when they go and do their own writing.
You know how an adjective shows a description and a noun shows a person, place, or thing? What does a verb show, Yana?
Like an action word that describes a noun.
An action word. And it describes what the noun is doing, right? Well, today I'm going to read you the story of This is the House That Jack Built. So I want you to listen carefully for any verbs you hear.
Miss Peterson's class is going to write a poem based on the poem The House That Jack Built. They'll be utilizing skills that Miss Peterson has taught explicitly surrounding verb endings and verb skills.
That tossed the dog, that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the malt, that lay in the house that Jack built. The end.
Singing.
I felt like I was singing. How come it seemed like I was singing?
You keep repeating it?
Because I kept repeating it. So who can tell me any verbs that they heard?
The cow that tossed.
Tossed. Good. Cole.
The boy who kissed the maiden. Well, the man who kissed the maiden. Kissed.
Okay. Kissed.
Lorette Peterson prefaces a writing activity with many activities that lead up to a final project in which students do their own writing.
What's a good way for us to show caught? Right here, Luba?
Maybe like this.
Okay, I like that. Can everyone do that?
She integrates hand movements, so it becomes very kinesthetic. And the students are really into this activity, and you can tell they're really having fun.
Now we have a boy that kissed. So how can we show the boy that kissed? What can we do for that one? Okay, Ricardo? Okay, so we'll go like this. Okay.
At the same time, she's focusing very much on a specific aspect of the language, which is past tense words.
This is the cat that caught the rat, that ate the cheese, that stayed in the house that Jack built. We have married, kissed, milked, tossed, chased, caught, ate, stayed, and built. These are all verbs in the past tense, but some are different. What do you notice about the endings?
Well, like built, it ends with a T, and chased ends with an ED.
Now, I'm going to give you a verb. You tell me what it sounds like at the end. Walked. I walked on the playground. Walked. Anna.
It sounds like T.
It sounds like T. Is it a T? No. It's an ED, right? But it sounds like T, so it's deceptive. English is difficult. You're going to get a set of verbs in this packet, and I want you to sort them according to the ending sound on the words. They all end in D's, but some of them sound like T.
Is he breathing? Native English speakers already know how the past tense works. Perhaps they don't know the spelling rules, but that can be taught in a different way. But for ELL students, at certain grade levels, it is appropriate to teach grammar points and to teach spelling points that perhaps native English speakers take for granted.
What about this? A crackle.
And it's very necessary to look into what are the sub-skills that students need in order to be able to successfully complete a certain task, something that everybody's been taught, everybody's on an equal playing field, and now everybody can go and write their poems together.
You're going to make up your own story right now. They're going to take the frame from the house that Jack built and write their own poem or their own story. And so it could be, this is the tree that Anna planted. This is the bird that lived in the tree that Anna planted, or something like that. Take a look at this and see what you can do with it. It could be about anything you want.
This is the house that's really built.
Yeah, you can have it be yourself.
The students develop a common baseline knowledge of the language, of what's expected of them. They become very familiar with vocabulary, so they're very comfortable with this wonderful example of how to approach writing in a way that meets the needs of all students, from beginning English language learners to native English speakers.
Does anybody have a start for their story already that they want to share?
This is the lake that nature built. This is the plankton that lived in the lake that nature built. This is the bacteria that ate the plankton that lived in the lake that nature built.
Very good.